Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Valuetainment Podcast. I am your host, Claudia Seves, and my beautiful, beautiful husband.
What's cracking, everybody? We're glad to be back. It's been a minute. We took a little hiatus, but we're back.
I feel like we keep saying that it's been a minute, but has it?
Well, we recorded one, but we didn't put it out. We did not put it out. It
No.
was we got into a little spat, so we just scrapped that one.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs to see my spicy level at like 90.
It was 90. I was like 120.
It wasn't
homie.
even-
Like
it wasn't even
120.
bad.
You got me to like a 50, and you were like
Oh, that's not
120.
too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So you can find me at Vanidosa Beauty and Beautypreneur_CEO. Where can they find you, Mr. Roan?
Lee Boy Savage on Instagram, and that's about it. I think I don't know. It's Instagram Lee Boy Savage.
That's it. Just
Yeah,
look for him.
Just
He's
look
there.
for me right there.
So today's episode, we kind of wanted to talk about, like, of course, the elections.
The elections are over.
Dun dun dun. But they're over, thankfully. It was a lot, man. Like leading up to it, like I feel like, of course, and I feel like everybody says that, like this is the most important election, you know. But I feel like every time before an election, there's a lull in like people don't want to spend their money because they think somebody may or may not win, or people just hold on to their money a little bit more.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Elections are around the holidays too, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a double combo right there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody's locked in on what's going on in the election.
Yeah, and everybody's like so emotional. I think, especially being in a women-dominated industry, like
Oh, it's all emotion.
they're so emotional on both sides. You know, like it's nuts, man.
Yeah, but if you take emotion out and think logically and everything, there's some benefits to the outcome of this for businesses, such as ourselves and other small businesses.
Yeah, so I feel like I hear a lot of people say like, oh, elections don't affect me and this and that. Like if you're in business, they're certainly going to affect you. The
Yeah.
corporate tax rate is really important.
Yeah, if you're incorporated and which if you're a small business, you should be incorporated. Everybody should be incorporated as a business. And the corporate tax rates have a big effect on the money you earn and the money you keep. So it's huge. When they want to lower this is the issue I have. Everybody talks about, oh, the corporations are greedy. Let's tax the corporations. Yeah, there's some big corporations that are greedy, and when you say tax the corporation, you're not thinking about the little mom and pops that are incorporated. That hurts us too, and it hits us.
It's something like, I think it's either 85 or 90% of the corporations are small businesses like us. I feel like when people say corporations, they mean like, oh, Walmart.
Yeah, they're thinking the big chains and
Yeah.
that. But there's not like there's big chains and all that. But like you said, it was 80% or something.
It's higher than that. It's something like 85 or 90% of the people that are incorporated or the business that are incorporated are small businesses.
Small businesses, and all that stuff affects us as small businesses. Like the local restaurant you go to, they're probably incorporated and they're a small business and they struggle. And so when the tax rates get higher on corporations, it affects them and their business, you know?
Yeah. And so that's why I think it is important to talk to other people about like how we're going to get affected financially, especially because we are in a service industry.
Yeah.
I think we get hit pretty hard by when the economy goes down, when there's a lull in growth and stuff like that. I think we get hit pretty hard, you know?
Well, the service industry, man, and the last 2 years, the policies have been pretty bad for business and for the economy. You take the social stuff out of it and just think purely financial and economy, and they have not been good policies, and they've been affecting all businesses all the way around. And you know, we've been feeling it, and we know tons of people that have been feeling it.
Yeah, and you know, and I feel especially this year, this is the year that I have seen, and I don't even know if this is a correlation or not, but I have seen more businesses close within the last, I would say, 2 years than I did with the Rona. Well, especially because, you know, people were getting money through the Rona, so at least you could
loans and all that.
Yeah, which we did not get. Now everybody's going to fucking jail. How about that?
Yeah. Man, we should have been scamming it up too.
I
wish we would've been
know,
scamming it up.
but nah, you know what? That shit comes back to fucking bite you in the ass. And now
Yeah, it
everybody, I mean, not everybody, you know, people used it for their employees like they were supposed to. Some companies.
I saw some guy went and bought a Ferrari or something.
That's like,
Yeah.
dude, and that is the stupidest thing. Like as a business owner, you know this is gonna stop.
Yeah,
You know at some point, like it's gonna come out on the light.
The gravy train doesn't go for air, you know, it doesn't keep pouring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like one of the funniest thing I think that they did was that they have this website, right, where you can go and track the people that got PPE loans.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you go in there and you put the business name or you can put a zip code.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So of course I'm nosy as shit, right? So when I was in California, I put our zip code from when we were in California, just to see the businesses around that got PPP.
That's kind of messed up that they put everybody on blast like
Well,
that.
shit, no. Like, it's fucking government transparency, you know?
Yeah, they should. I mean,
They should.
because it's all tax money, so it should be transparent.
Yeah, you want to fucking take
Yeah,
money
you ain't
from...
lying.
Yeah,
You
know...
ain't lying about that. I'm gonna have to backtrack on that one.
Thank you, Randy Bear.
Right.
Thank you. See? I'm not always so mean.
No, I never said you were mean. Just spicy, homie.
Well,
just spicy.
And that's not the same thing.
They can be sometimes, but sometimes it's not.
Nah, sometimes just spicy.
Yeah.
But I put our zip code, our old zip code in there, and you can see like all the little businesses, and some people get like 80,000. And if you got like 100,000 or 100, or 200,000, and you were a small business, you can survive the year barely,
Yeah.
but you can keep your bills paid, because California was closed for like 13, 14 months for us as beauty professionals. So at least you were able to maintain your business, with that. But now, and then when you go on the website, it tells you if they were forgiven. And all the ones that I was looking at, they were all forgiven. So nobody has to pay that back.
Yeah.
So that guy's Ferrari is like free unless he got caught.
And we couldn't get one because the school we were opening wasn't an established business yet. It hadn't been open, so we couldn't get the loan with that, which was kind of messed up. We were like, we were deep in it,
Yeah. Well, the PPP loans were more for like employees, and we didn't have them on.
Yeah, we didn't
anybody
have
on
we
board
didn't have staff
really
like
yet.
that. Yeah.
But even for the studio, like they made a in which I thought was kind of fucked up too. They made a clause, if I remember correctly, if you were a single person LLC
Like a sole prop or something.
Not a sole prop, but if you didn't have employees, if you yourself were the business owner and the employee, you weren't able to get any money.
I don't remember. I just remember we didn't.
Yeah.
Follow
I was the one that was going over here and trying to get these loans and this free money and stuff, and they were like, you don't get any. And I was like, but I'm an employee, damn it, and you're closing me down for like God knows how long.
But you know what also happening? All these people if you were on Instagram, everybody looked really fucking successful at that time. Everybody was posting, oh, we're doing this, we're opening that, all this. But now that the free money's gone and the tide's rolling back, everybody's getting caught with their pants down. There's a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And then you double down with the bad economy and the inflation and everything that's going on. It's really exposing a lot of people.
That's what's coming in. Remember, so there was this one particular business, and you and I talked about it. Mm-hmm. And so this girl, she got whatever X money, and then she opened up this sweet place, and then it looks like, oh my God, look at her, she's super successful. But now that the cows have come to roost, or who comes to roost? Chickens.
How do they say it? The crows come home to roost, or
is it
chickens? The chickens,
right?
something like that.
Well, the chickens, not the cows.
I'm the worst at that.
Yeah, you are.
The fucking sheep are coming home to roost. I'll mess that shit
Some
up
kind
quick.
of creature is coming home.
Yeah.
And
there's some roosting going on.
There's some roosting going on, and they cannot maintain anymore.
Yeah.
And like now all kinds of people are losing their business because you can't just have a great product.
Yeah.
You have to have like a lot of business acumen, I guess, behind it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, your business dies.
Yeah. So we just kind of want to talk about that. I know a lot of people are scared to talk about politics, and they steer away from that, especially as business owners, because everybody you don't know who your clients or your customers, what side of the line they fall off. So everybody's kind of scared to offend somebody, but. You got to take the social issues out of it. I mean, I know that's a big important part to some people, but logically and just financially, if you don't have financial freedom, you have no freedom. It doesn't matter all that social stuff. If you can't afford to live, all that other shit doesn't matter, in my opinion.
Well, and I feel like you should be able to have a conversation with people, because at the end of the day, it's like who you vote for and everything is really opinion based.
Yeah.
And it's based on your morals as a person, as a family, as a business owner. And it's okay to like talk about that with people.
Yeah, we all have different backgrounds. We all come from different places, and everybody has their own mindset on stuff. Doesn't mean you have to hate the person. I think that's so stupid.
It's so ridiculous when people stop talking to each other. It's like, that's kind of nuts. Yeah. But at the same time, and I've told you, like at the same time, if you don't align with somebody, either if like religion is really important for somebody,
yeah,
and you're an atheist,
yeah,
then you're just you're too different. You know what I mean?
I think there's still an area for common ground, you know, and you can still get along and have good conversation stuff. You might not invite them to church with you, you know what I mean? But maybe to the barbecue, you might invite them, you know?
I guess, but I think like those things get exposed in other aspects
Yeah,
of your friendship, or in other aspects of your personality.
Yeah, there's a little bit stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. You should still be able to talk openly about it, you know what I mean? Without all the bullshit.
And calling people like potty words, and it's too much, man. Like,
Yeah.
how old are you?
But financially, I'm good with what happened, man. I'm so happy because I already know that if just money wise, business wise, everything, the policies are a lot better.
Yeah. And I guess it's like we just kind of wait and see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And as always, we will always do the most that we can.
Do the work. No matter what, you got to do the work.
You got to do the work.
Nobody's going to save your ass. No.
That's the thing too,
yeah,
right?
nobody's coming in to save you, but there's stuff that help, you know? That make it easier.
Yeah. And you can't just say like, oh, I'm going to be great now because, so-and-so is president. Like, you don't think like that.
No.
But you just keep doing what you can, and you will probably get better results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you were lazy and you couldn't and you weren't putting in the work before, it's not going to change the outcome now. It wasn't going to change the outcome no matter who won the election, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have the same results. You're lazy and you're not putting in the work.
Yeah, but honestly, like, calling and that's the keyword warrior. The people that go online and they're like, keyboard.
Oh, yeah, keyboard.
I'm so out of it today.
Are you?
With my little, no, I'm fine. It's just,
you know why?
Why?
Because you didn't get no happy time this morning.
Oh my God. That must be why.
That's why. That's exactly why. We were rushing.
Yeah.
Man, I did not want to get out of bed this morning.
No, you were tired, huh?
Yeah, I was tired. I didn't want to get out of bed.
I was fine, even though like I drank half a bottle of wine with Erica last night.
Well, I woke up with you all snotty. I thought you were fucking blowing mocos on me.
I was not. I'm a little congested.
You were snotty out here.
And you still tried, huh?
Well, yeah.
Talk about no morals, Randy Bear. I'm over here dying, and you're like, hey.
Hey, what you
got there?
Are you awake?
Look at what I got here. You mean the same thing that you had for 17 years?
Yes. It doesn't go away. It's still exciting every morning.
Yep. Anyway.
We're veering off track from politics to fucking naughty time.
But anyway, I guess we'll see,
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see some policy changes and see what comes. Hopefully it goes good. It may not, but hopefully it does.
And another thing that I think is really important. So like in our industry right now, and in the past, I would say in Texas, and we've only been here 4 years in January.
Is it 3? Or so we 3 years going on 4, or is it going to be 4 years?
It's going to be 4 years.
Yeah,
in January.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Damn, it seems like a long ass time. It went by quick though.
It went by really, really fast.
Yeah, shit doesn't feel like that long.
No.
Feels like we've been here like a couple years maybe. But if you think about our kids, are like started in elementary and he's in high school now. So
yeah, and then the baby, he had when we left, he had 1 year of daycare.
Yeah.
And then now he's in first grade.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
And going into second, yeah.
Yeah, shit. They're Texans.
Yeah, they're gonna be Texans.
Teddy comes home talking like a Texan too.
Oh my God, he talks like fucking Boomhauer. It's the worst.
Yeah, he comes. I don't know that like little draw. You know what I mean? That the kids talk like.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
Our other 2 kids don't have it. Just our oldest one though.
Yeah, but he's choosing to talk like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does.
I don't understand what the hell he's talking about half of the time.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows.
Nah, I don't know.
He does that shit on purpose though too.
It's like fucking mumbling and fucking and all quiet and like not enunciating the words.
Yeah, he cuts off that ing.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying half of the time.
Anyway, one of the things that what I was saying, going back to what I was saying, is that in the last 4 years, and I don't know if it's a governor or what, because like I said, we weren't here, but the beauty industry is changing a lot.
They've been deregulating.
Which
is awesome.
Which I mean, I love.
I think it's good. I think it opens up the market to everybody.
It does, and honestly, like I consider myself more of a libertarian. Yeah. Leave my money alone. Leave me alone.
Quit putting fucking red tape in front of everything.
Yeah, just like let fucking capitalist, man.
Yeah.
Like just let capitalism take over.
Let the market decide what's what.
But a lot of the people, the thing that I remember I told you the other day, the thing that people are really upset about right now is that in our industry they took away the instructor license.
Instructor license. Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, and so in California, I think it's like hundreds of hours that you have to do to get your instructor license, and you can only hire people with instructor license.
You gotta fucking give them your DNA and fucking cut off your pinky finger almost.
For reals.
They're out of control out there.
Well, and then here it was actually pretty extensive. Here it was like 750 hours. I don't know. I can't remember exactly because I don't do hair. But the license here for instructors was kind of like a lot.
Was it really?
Yes. And so the governor took that away and said now you can hire anybody, whether they have a license or not.
Mm-hmm. As long as they're licensed in that
exactly.
Yeah.
So people are really upset about. But my thing, what I come to is, the Board of Cosmetology doesn't just put out. They just don't change things.
Yeah.
They have board meetings, and the Texas Board of Cosmetology, they actually put out a lot of information. So you could, and it's here in Austin, and they have it in different places too, and they also have it online.
Yeah.
And so everybody gets invited to watch. Everybody gets invited to go.
Yeah.
And so if you're really upset about it, then you should have gone.
You should have been there voicing your concerns, you know?
Yeah. And honestly, like, sure, we change presidents, but more importantly, you also need to get involved in what affects you locally.
Yeah.
You know? So if you feel like maybe you shouldn't have deregulated that, then go and make your voice heard, you know? Just complaining and bitching isn't going to do anything.
I think it's fucking awesome that they did that though, because if you really think about it, the education when you go to get educating your license, your education shouldn't stop right there. The people that are better are the ones that keep going after education type stuff and learning, and they learn the new trends and everything. Those are the ones that, if I did that, I'd want to go learn from the people that keep excelling and keep going. I wouldn't want to go just the person that did the bare minimum to get their instructor training, and then all of a sudden they're instructors, you know? I want the one that knows how to do all the shit and and just keep going, you know?
And what people forget about cosmetology schools is that they're literally there to help you get your license.
Yeah, that's it.
That is it. And so if a school really wants to succeed, they will do additional things.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a school like Paul Mitchell.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about me, like I'm obsessed with the Paul Mitchell brand. I'm obsessed with the owner. They're still
the story.
It's still a privately owned company. So yes, you know, they legally can only teach you within the hours that you're there this curriculum that's set out by the board. But what Paul Mitchell does is that they have drives, and then you can do extracurricular activities, and they introduce you to a bunch of companies and stuff like that. And so that is outside of the scope of what they can teach you in the school.
Yeah.
So if you go do these activities, you're not going to get hours.
Yeah, but it's optional. But if you want to be the best, that's stuff you got to do, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. And so everybody knows Paul Mitchell as a high-end school.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you that whether or not there's an instructor license, Paul Mitchell will pick the best instructors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of the schools pick not the best instructors because they don't want to pay.
Yeah.
And a good instructor is going to charge money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, their experience is going to charge money.
Well, most of the people that are excelling in the industry, they're going to people off TikTok and Instagram that are succeeding in their field, and they're learning from them. They're not going to the schools and learning this stuff. They're going to the people that are actually doing it and out there doing it. They're learning, and you learn more than just how to do what you're doing. You learn marketing. You learn how to post, how to take pictures. You know what I mean? And I think that's good because them deregulating opens a pathway for the schools to do better and exceed better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, and I think it makes it more competitive.
I think competition is always good. It's good for everybody. It's good for the clients. Good for the people that are the service providers. Man, I'm stuttering. I'm out of it too. Shit.
We should have taken a Red Bull at like 3:00 in the morning.
Happy time would have done it.
Would have made you more sleepy.
Nah.
But yeah, you know, and I think if you're really upset about it, then you should have gotten involved. Like, what's the point of getting upset on these forums and being a keyboard warrior? Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's like nothing changes because you didn't physically do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So these people that are complaining, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so over it. And you can't control these circumstances outside of you, but you could become better.
Yeah, the instructors, if they're worried about like competition, do better. Go keep learning and become the best instructor that you can, you know? Like there's don't just sit there and settle and be like, oh, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so I feel like there's a reason why they wanted that instructor license. I feel like, you know what? It reminds me of the people that get college degrees.
Oh man, they're the fucking worst. The fucking worst, man.
They'll in like native dancing or whatever, and they think they're smarter than you because
They have a degree.
Because you don't have a degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of, and you know, people can get pissed off or whatever, but a lot of the people that had that instructor licensing felt like, well, I took more hours. Yeah, but you're still not the best.
Yeah.
Like you don't compete. You're competing in a capitalistic society, but you don't have the tools to do it, then maybe go get the tools. Don't be so upset that you had this license and it got taken away.
Oh, we're going to piss some people off with this one.
Yeah, we're both spicy.
Yeah, you know what else too? The people that go to school for business is cool. You learn some stuff, but you don't know business until you actually fucking open a business and do business. But you get these kids that have business degrees, haven't ran a business, but they act like they know and they think they know more than you. Because they had that degree, you know what I mean? It's until you get your hands in there and your money's on the line, your time's on the line, everything, you put it all out there, you don't know business.
Yeah, and I feel like even once you open it, that is barely the beginning of your education.
Yeah.
1 year doesn't do it. 2 years doesn't do it.
None of the years, you don't stop learning.
No, but I feel like at about 5 years, and that's always been I've always thought I used to think like 3. But when I myself hit 3 years, like I feel like, oh, no fucking way. At 3 years, I feel like you're starting to feel confident, and then something completely destroys you.
Oh yeah,
which you needed, and then at 5 years, you're like, I think I can do this another 5 years.
Yeah, and then you get some bumps and fires, and you know it's the degree don't mean shit.
No. There's also, I feel like, you know, and we all start off at a different. We all start off at a different level with different disadvantages and stuff, you know?
Yeah, or advantages. Depends.
Yeah, like there's this gal, and I think we were listening to her. This gal, she has a huge business. But anyway, when she started her business, now I think she's either franchised or it's her and she owns it. But I'm pretty sure it's franchised now. It's huge. I mean, multi-million-dollar industry.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I know who you're talking about or no?
It's I don't want to say it's the blow dry bar, the original. I don't even want to say if it's the original gal, but the gal that started the blow dry bars. Which also, I mean, companies like that are the ones that are pouring a ton of money to deregulate stuff.
Yeah.
Because then they can have more stuff without paying people things. But anyway, I don't know if you remember, but we were listening to it, and I remember pausing it because I was like, "That is fucking nuts." Okay, so she, and I can't remember how she started, but. Like what she did before, but when she when she wanted to open a business, her brother, and they're all like, I guess educated or with a degree. Let's call it with a degree because education and degree are not the same thing.
Yeah, it's two different things.
They're two different things. So I remember her brother was a
what?
Those people that spend money to help other businesses, but investor. Her brother was either in Wall Street or was an investor or both. Mm-hmm. And her husband was also already in financials. So I'm just saying, just imagine these people, good for them, but these people probably had parents that set them up for that or helped them or something.
Yeah. And
so, you know, like we're talking now about generational
wealth and setting your kids up for success.
Right.
Yeah.
So she didn't, and I don't want to say she didn't start it from the ground up, but it's very different to have somebody hand you millions of dollars. And she said, and I remember she said, we only started with like 1.2 million. Damn. And I'm like, oh yeah. And they built this like big old complex and the whole thing, but they spent quite a bit of money. Yeah. And they got, I believe their first place that they opened up was in the valley, like where Kim Kardashian lives, like that area. And so, you know, those fucking things are expensive. Yeah. They remodeled the whole place. So you started with like $1 million. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that is completely different. And then having a group of people advise you is very different than starting like from zero. Not knowing anything with absolutely no money.
No and financial backing,
and nobody to call.
But also too though, it doesn't matter how much money you get. Mm-hmm. like you could start something. It might be easier to start it, but to maintain it and keep it going, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, but you know, honestly, like if you have a shitty business and your business is not doing good and your product is shit, you can keep it going for longer.
Yeah.
with money, you know. But I don't think it feels good.
Nah, probably not.
You know, and like you're spinning your wheels for what? For nothing.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to this gal who she has a little business she's been starting for a year, but she hasn't stepped into her studio for over a month. Still paying rent.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't think you could feel successful. Like, how could you feel like it's going in the right way if you're not going, if you don't have any clients?
Yeah.
But you're maintaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not growing.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel good being broke either, and every cent you have going into your business, that don't feel good either. So
no.
I'll take $1.2 million right now.
Right?
Yeah, I'll take it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how cool.
Anybody out there want to give it to us?
Sponsor our episode for $1.2 million.
Trying to get Chick-fil-A still. As much as I put their cups in my shit.
Yeah, for reals. But like I said, I think it's important to be involved in your domestic politics.
Or local
politics.
Your chamber of commerce, all that stuff.
Yeah, like I think right now in this street, right, aren't they? The city is giving money to people that want to make it prettier.
Yeah, for the outside.
Yeah. So if you're not involved, you don't know.
Yeah. So one thing that sucks right here too, though, we're in a historical area, so there's more red tape for everything, you know?
Yeah, which we didn't know. But see, like you're always learning. We weren't in a historical area before.
Yeah.
We liked the building, the proximity to the freeway and everything, but how do you know to check if it's a historical?
Well, now we do.
That's
part of that education right there.
Yeah.
And then what's one thing you want to see deregulated?
Oh my God. Honestly, like people are getting mad, but like eyelash extensions.
Yeah? Why not?
You know, we don't change the hair. We don't change the hair follicle.
Mm-hmm.
There's some chemical binding, but there's no chemical change to the hair, like when people dye their hair and stuff like that. And I always thought it was weird. Always. But you know, I was doing lashes without having a license.
Yeah.
So I'm a little partial.
I think the market, like, there's gonna be people that are gonna do bad shit, whether they're licensed or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the market's gonna decide. People are gonna find out real quick. Hey, don't go to them. They suck.
Yeah.
And if you're good, whether you have that license or not, people are gonna find out and be like, oh shit, we gotta go to this chick. She's badass. You know.
I think there's an argument to be made for protecting the public, but not like that. You know what I mean?
I think the market decides, man.
But okay, so Crystal and I were talking about it. So for hairstylists, you know, they bleach hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so you could give somebody like a really, really bad chemical burn.
That's you know, you gotta do your research.
That's what I said, but I do understand that, like in school, they learn how to treat, how to utilize,
how to treat like
not treat chemical burns, but how to use chemicals and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's good.
Okay.
And then in Tijuana, I have a friend. Well, she passed away. That's right. My friend that had a school.
I don't remember.
And I was gonna go teach, but she ended up dying.
I don't remember who it was. I remember that.
My mom met up with her.
Yeah. And I remember, but I can't put a face to her or nothing right now.
Y se quedó en la casa and everything.
Really?
Oh, sure. She was tall. She was a really nice lady.
I can't put a face to her.
Anyway, she died. Rest in peace, her.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went to her place and she had a 2-story cosmetology school. And they actually have, I want to say some regulation, but they really don't. But she had a cosmetology school and she was like, I was like, oh, how many students do you have? You know, I was kind of looking around and stuff. And the school wasn't doing too well.
Really?
It was like maintaining and, you know, she made her living and stuff, but it wasn't like getting bigger or anything. And she was like, right now, you know, I only have like, I don't know, it was like a small number, like 7. But you know how it is here. And I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't live here. I just came to visit and I have friends, you know. And she's like, you know how it is here. As soon as they learn how to cut hair, they leave.
Fucking Lupe sets up fucking shop on the
Lupita's hair salon next door.
In our backyard.
So that's what I'm saying. Like and so they learn how to cut hair, but because the license really doesn't mean too much out there. They go and they learn how to cut hair and then they leave. So then they're not just gonna cut hair; they're gonna start dyeing hair, but they never finish school.
They didn't finish learning the chemicals and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it does put the risk, the public at risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like licensing should be part of it.
Yeah.
To how many hours and all that, like it's debatable.
Yeah.
Because here they're decreasing the hours, which everybody's fucking upset about that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that I would think they'd be happy about that.
I know, right? But
unless you're the school, though, because then you're losing out money on that,
Yeah, but then you can flip students faster too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think the people that are upset about it are the people that have done like 1,500 hours and now it's 1,000.
Yeah,
they're like, how come they? But who cares what other people are doing?
You already
have it.
Yeah.
Like, get over it. I just don't understand why people are always so worried about what other people are doing.
Everybody's always worried about everybody else instead of themselves. If they put the energy
Not
to
everybody.
themselves. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Like, get over it, no?
Yeah. Just fucking put your head down, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and if it's easier for somebody else, it doesn't mean they're gonna be better or they're necessarily gonna be competing with you, And if they are, fuck capitalism.
Well, if you got time to sit there and see who's not doing it and sit there and go on fucking chats and fucking keyboard warrior it up, then you're not focusing on the right things.
Yeah.
The energy could be spent somewhere else.
Yeah. So in our industry, there's been a lot of talk about more regulation because before, tattoo artists, they didn't really have any regulation. They had very little to no regulation.
It's just the health, wasn't it? Like the county health or
But
whatever.
now there's some states and there's state mandates where you have to take 1,000 hours of tattooing.
Really?
15 procedures, like all kinds of stuff in order for you to be working in the public.
That's lame.
What do you think about doing regulation for tattoo artists?
I think so, because like I said, the market. What if they're doing tattoos in prison and they get out? I wonder if they could count that as their time.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't like regulations. I think it's lame. I think it puts red tape in front of everybody, and it stops a lot of people from doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how many people out here are like let's say for hair, like girls are probably badass at hair. They could do it, and they're already doing it. You know what I mean? They're doing it at their house, whatever. But they could be opening up a business, but there's a lot of red tape there that keeps them from actually succeeding and doing more.
Yeah.
I don't like the red tape.
Yeah, and like I said, I think there's an argument to be made for public health.
Yeah.
But some regulations are dumb. Like here in Texas, you cannot open within 100 feet of a school.
As
a tattoo artist.
Yeah, tattoo place.
It's like, is that really? Does that have to be a thing? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know what the reason is behind it. Maybe
I'm sure it's for protecting kids or whatever. And I can see maybe a smoke shop. I could see maybe a smoke shop not being close to schools.
Yeah.
Especially because like here, I don't know what the regulations are on like smoking stuff, but like I could see that. Or a liquor store, maybe a liquor store not being open close to 100 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
But a tattoo shop, really? Like not being able to be open within 100 feet.
I don't know. Everybody has tattoos now, so it's not even like... I could see at one time how people thought about it.
Yeah.
But now it's not... I don't think it's a thing anymore like that.
Yeah. But see, like if you don't like that regulation, it really bothers you and you really want to... Then you need to go out there and like not let people vote for you.
Find your councilman and get involved with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So even if something started, if they try to regularize.
Man, we're out of it. I'm a little sleepy.
Really? You've been sleeping this whole morning though.
I know. It's because I didn't get my body going early in the morning. So I'm a little like, I'm used to being up early and fucking moving,
Yeah. No, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
You want to take a Red Bull break?
A Red Bull break. Give me some cocaine.
Well.
Deregulate.
Deregulate cocaine.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to deregulate cocaine.
If you want to sponsor us with some just a couple of rails. That's it. No, but I was saying like if the government wanted to add more regulations to tattooing, I think that I feel like I would want to get involved. Because then that kind of hurts us. It hurts our bottom line. And I love this industry. I love the permanent makeup industry. Like, I feel like I would have to do something about it.
Yeah. I think when there's regulations, the few people at the top benefit and they they benefit financially from it. So there is some people that like regulations because they get to exclude a lot of people and they get to benefit from it, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
charge more and, you know.
Well, exactly, because it like in New Jersey, and I think and I don't want to like I'm not 100% sure, but I know that they've made regulations for tattoo artists, for permanent
really?
makeup artists. Yeah, so it's something like 1,000 hours. It's insane. It's insane. You need education, blah blah blah. That still doesn't make you good, like
Yeah,
you
it
know.
doesn't.
And honestly, just telling you like clean up after yourself. Don't be a fucking cochina. Obviously, we all know that we shouldn't reuse needles.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty straightforward stuff. Like now, people that possibly, you know, people that didn't have a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe this was their one thing that they're good at. Maybe this is the one thing that they thought they could do.
Yeah.
Now they can't do it because you put this red tape that excludes so many people out.
Yeah.
You know, and the only people that are really gonna do well in those circumstances are people that already have the money to pay for it.
Yeah.
That have more options because they have more money. More money is more freedom.
Yeah.
Like what we said. And I love to be an American.
Yeah. So if you guys are upset about the elections, just, you know, take your emotions out of it and just be logical about some stuff. You know what I mean? You may not agree with everything, but like it's not all emotional. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta have some logic thinking, some critical, logical thinking.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, and it's okay to have a difference of opinion or like a different hierarchy on what you believe is right and what you want to push or whatever. But honestly, like just have a conversation with people.
Yeah,
Just
don't be so
have a
close-minded
conversation.
and
Yeah,
stuck
that's
in your
my
bubble.
thing.
You know?
It's stuck in your bubble, like
Yeah.
boring.
I know, right?
Like how boring to like never learn anything or never talk to people about stuff.
Shit, a good spicy debate's always fun too. You know?
Yeah.
As long as somebody doesn't get their feelings hurt.
I don't know. I don't like spicy debates because somebody always thinks they're smart rather than other people.
What? You don't like spicy debates?
I don't like
You
spicy
could have
debates.
fooled me, homie. Could have fooled me.
I don't like spicy debates.
Could have fooled my ass.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you just wake up? Still have to sleep.
Yeah, I'm awake. I just need a little rail real quick.
You gotta stop saying that.
Everybody's gonna think I'm a fucking a perico face over
A
here.
perico face, yeah.
I'm just messing around. I don't partake in that type of stuff.
I don't know. Why do you feel like you have to say it, Randy?
I don't know. I just want people to know. I don't want them to think I'm over here fucking shooting up fucking crack in the fucking back of the studio. You know?
Shooting up crack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Do people shoot up crack?
Nah, I'm acting like I don't know. No, that's not a thing.
I don't know. Do they?
I say the most ridiculous shit and act like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just kind of wanted to touch on that and just fucking relax, bro.
Just relax.
There's
Enjoy
people
it.
out there like
Enjoy more money in your pocket. Enjoy less taxes on taking out of your checks, you know?
oh yeah, and you know, like honestly, like all you can do is wait. The people who didn't vote for the previous president waited it out, and look at you, look at me. We're still all here.
Yep.
Calm the fuck down, seriously.
Yeah. Calm down.
Calm down.
Don't be fucking fighting with your fucking tío at Thanksgiving because you didn't get your way.
Yeah.
You know? Just give them a hug. Tell them you don't agree with them and just move on. Shit.
Yeah, and
just enjoy more money in your pocket. That's all I gotta say.
I guess. Well, I mean, you know, like I said, everybody survived it the last 4 years. Let's see if we could survive these next 4.
Nah, we'll survive it. We're gonna thrive in this.
Right, not thrive.
I was gonna say something, but I better not. We'll lose.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
FYI, Epstein didn't kill himself.
You don't think?
No.
What
I'm
about
starting.
Diddy? You think Diddy's gonna kill himself?
I don't know, man. That dude needs to. Like,
You
if
think
all this
I
stuff
think
that's
Diddy's
coming
gonna
out-
get Diddy'd.
Oh, that's for sure. But I'm sure he wouldn't
He'll
like
he'll
hate
probably-
that part.
he'll probably like it, huh?
He'll probably like it. He'll be like, ooh, finally.
Finally, he's been on that. What are you talking
Can you
about?
imagine though, like going from being, because these people, especially some person like him, I'm sure he was pretty busy day to day. Like just on a day to day, like I'm sure he just didn't lay there. Like he had money, you know, whatever he did with it, whatever.
He probably had a busy ass day.
But and then now just sitting there.
It's probably like a vacation. And then he's surrounded by a bunch of people he could get Diddy'd by. He's
Oh
loving.
man, he's on it.
He's loving like he's on. He's on more than one.
Do they have him? Do they have him in isolation?
They probably do. He's probably in protective custody.
Protective custody or something, huh?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. I just kind of read the stuff here and there, you know?
Yeah. I still don't know. Like, you hear all these stuff, but nothing's came out. It's just like the Epstein shit, too. You hear stuff, but there's no actual like nothing. There's still nothing, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I want to see some people be held accountable if they did some shady shit with kids, you know.
Yeah.
If they were just having orgies, who cares? Let them have their orgies, whatever they want to do, you know.
Yeah.
They like fucking BBC and doing all this shit. Let them have it, but fucking as long as there's no kids involved, who cares, you know?
Yeah.
Or they said they were drugging people and doing that too. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I just think it's really interesting because a lot of these people hold themselves to like a high morality and this and that.
Super moral
and telling you who to vote for and this and that. And now they're telling who's good and who's bad. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we're moving out of country for no particular reason.
I know, right?
Or all of a sudden it's like they're showing up on certain lists. Like, how interesting.
It is pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Hopefully it all comes out.
Yeah, they just need to release all this shit. It's crazy the Epstein shit's still not out. Like nothing. Like nobody, nothing. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully shit starts. Hopefully people start getting held accountable for the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just don't forget, you're responsible for yourself. Nobody is gonna come in and change everything for you.
Nah, you just gotta work hard, no matter what,
no matter who, no matter what.
Yeah, chase your dreams and work hard. That's it.
Dreams. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's all we got right now.
Yep.
So, I don't know. That shit went all over the place.
Yeah.
Went from fucking politics to happy time to fucking to being diddled and.
And you know what? I don't particularly like talking about politics, and you and I have had like conversations about that. With a mass group of people.
Yeah.
I will talk with anybody 1-on-1, 2-to-1, as long as like we all can come like and be civil and shit. But when you're posting stupid shit, and on either side, honestly, when you're calling people stupid and stuff like that, I'm just like, it's so easy to kind of just grab your phone and put it on there. But if you're like just civil and really have a conversation, honestly, I think that's better, and you would learn a little bit.
Yeah, there's a debate in there, you know. But once you lose that debate, once you start calling names and like dismissing people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, you lost the debate.
Yeah.
When you start calling people phobia this and all these names, you lost the debate. You can't debate with somebody that's not willing to listen and hear, you know?
Yeah.
So just keep an open mind. And don't be fighting with your tío at fucking Thanksgiving. Don't be flipping the table or fucking fucking up the turkey.
UFC at your tía's house. Like, come on.
For reals.
Just eat your turkey and have a good discussion. That's it.
Don't record yourself on fucking Instagram crying. That's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're so upset, you're gonna put your camera down, run and hit record, and then come back and start crying, and then fucking finish crying and then go turn it off. Man, you're really upset. And
find your angle.
Yeah, you're really upset.
Put the filter on. Make sure your hair is together, but a little disheveled, because don't forget you're upset.
Yeah, this is too much.
Oh my God. Like, there's this girl, and I think I've showed you her video before.
Uh-huh.
She's like, look where I was before and look where I am now. And like, she's crying, and there's this part where she's showing like she's having a panic attack.
Uh-huh.
And she's over the restroom crying, and her snot's like coming out. She's like, like,
all
get
the
up.
Cleavage and doing all that, still trying to get the fuck
and then she's like, it's so sad, it's so hard. Like, fucking get alive, dude. God, these people.
Anyways, I think that's it. We're gonna keep going if we keep going.
Yeah. So that's it. Just talking little masa here and there.
Straight masa talking right here.
Masa talking.
We got to get into more masa. This one was a little subdued, you know.
Nah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but also, you know, like I want to use our experiences to
shed some light.
To shed some light and help some people that may need it.
Yeah.
You know, because I know most of the people giving you business advice, if you know, don't really look like you and I.
Nah.
And so I think if we can use our experiences, even if it's one thing that can help.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't always have to be like negative and shit talking. But I hope people get something out of it. Yeah.
And hopefully you guys don't hate us now.
No, and you know what? If they do, 1933 Fredericksburg Road, Suite 113.
Look, I'm bringing it back.
You did say you wanted to bring it
back.
I'm
going to bring it back.
And don't leave hate messages. Just come on by.
Oh, Oh, speaking of, you guys watching that fight, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? I know this is gonna, by the time this comes out, the fight's gonna be over. But,
Okay, what do you think is gonna happen?
oh man, I think Mike Tyson's gonna tear that ass up.
So supposedly people are saying that it's already rigged, and that the Paul guy, the white guy,
Yeah.
he had another fight. I don't know anything about this, by the way. I just saw it in passing. The white guy, I guess he had another fight that was fixed.
Why you gotta go into a race? Why you gotta go into a race?
Because he was white.
His name's Jake Paul. It's not white guy.
Okay, well, I don't know his freaking name. Jake,
look at you. Look at you.
So anyway, the white guy Jake, I guess he had a fight that was rigged.
Are you gonna say the black guy Mike Tyson?
And so they're saying that this fight is also rigged. Do you think that's the case?
I don't know. I think that dude's putting in work and actually like fucking trying to do something with it. You know?
Who do you think will win?
Mike Tyson. I'm going with Mike Tyson. I don't care. Mike Tyson's my guy right there.
Did you see the weigh-in?
Yeah, when he slapped him.
Oh no, I don't know.
You didn't see Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul?
No. Oh really?
Yeah, he went up there and fucking gave him a Mino cachetada right there.
No way. I just saw a video this morning, and Mike was like, how old is he? He's like 1,000 years old, has had like a million concussions, and he's fully nude except for underwear. And
look at you. Where you got to throw that off there? Look at you. He's fully nude, just his underwear. That the bulge right there. That's. Look at you. You're out of control, Mohin.
Oh, it was there.
Wow.
Anyway,
we're gonna have a talk off of this fucking podcast.
My point was that like he's old, but he looks like he can kick somebody's ass.
Wow. Look at you. And you keep going. Somebody take your shovel away. Look at this shit.
There's no shovel. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Okay.
Anything else? Anything else?
No. I wasn't trying to have a conversation.
Oh, we're gonna have a talk with as soon as we hang this shit up right here.
Okay, well, I guess that's it.
Nah, I think Mike Tyson's gonna whip that ass.
Oh, so 10 minutes later, you're answering my fucking question.
Mike Tyson's about to eat that boy up.
You think so?
Mike Tyson's a fucking beast.
Well, what they were saying too is, I mean, I've never seen Jake fight or anything, so I don't know if he's
putting
good.
in work, but I think there's a lot of theatrics going on. They're trying to sell tickets. You know what I mean? I think there's a whole lot of theatrics.
But you
think, trying to make money.
Is that tonight? The fight?
I think it's tonight. What's it?
The 15th. We're
Today's
having an
the
event
15th?
today too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tonight.
We're having Gals-giving.
How would Gals-giving? I'm going to fucking watch the fight.
Wait, you're gonna be in here in the screen, and you know what? Oh no, you can't. You can't watch it in the room. You can watch it in here.
I might have to check out some bars and see what bars are showing it.
No.
That's
hang out with me.
I'm not hanging out Gals-giving.
Well, I'm not saying out there. Just be in a room by yourself while I'm out there.
Nah, I'm gonna go watch that fight. I've been looking forward to it.
I don't know. You think so? You think Mike?
Come on.
I don't know. You know, like he's also older.
Oh, Mike's a savage, yo.
Yeah, but he.
When
was the last time he got in a fight?
The black guy Mike Tyson, he's a savage.
When was the last time?
You know the guy that was in his underwear?
Yeah. When was the last time he got in a fight? Or he was in a fight?
Fucking that guy's in a daily fight with himself. You see that interview with that little girl? And
oh yeah.
She asked him what
she's like, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, he went deep on her.
He's like, legacy's about ego. I don't need that shit.
Poor little girl.
And she's like, thank you for your answer.
Yeah. All right, but for real though, we're out, guys.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Boom.
Bye. Also, before I forget.
Why did I say boom?
I don't know. Before I forget, we have sponsoring opportunities. If you guys are down with that, we also have events coming up for the studio. We plan to have a bunch of stuff also for next year. So I'm really excited about that. But that's it. For reals. Bye.
Yeah, reach out to you want to sponsor us.
Buy
events.
Coffee.
You guys want to hold your own events? You're here in San Antonio. We have the space for it also, you know.
And then the podcast room is also here available with Pink Maven Media.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have a lot of stuff going on, guys. So reach out to us if you guys have any questions. Like I said, we also are always looking for sponsors for our events because we like to work with the other small businesses as well. So man, let's make sure it happen.
Yeah, it's all about collaborations. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. And now on that, that's it.
That's it.
All right. Bye.
Peace out.